Hi. Yeah. Well as can be expected. They took him away about 10 minutes ago. It's not good, Clive.
Who else knows about it, Kel? Have you written down what happened?
I haven't really had time. I've been on the phone to his mother, and now I'm trying to clean up.
Look, if I was you, I'd get your story straight as soon as possible. Get it down in writing. You need to show you followed the regs. You did follow them, right?
What? I think so.
Well, you're gonna have to do better than just think so.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure, but...
Good. Do we know whose fault it was?
Who was at fault? Don't you...
Who was the casualty anyway, Kel? Subby or one of ours? Kel, hello.
He was one of ours, Clive. I don't think you know him.
All right, look. I don't want to sound harsh, Kel. This has hit me hard too, but we need to be prepared. The safety inspector's already on the way from Cockford. I've got to go. I'll give you a call later. Keep your chin up.
Don't you want to know what happened? Clive! So you're here to find out if it was my fault, then?
I'm not here to judge you, Miss Jones. That's someone else's job. I'm just here to gather the facts. Maybe we should start by going through your risk and method statement?
Right, so you've all got Mikey to thank for getting the tower sorted so quickly. It's all checked and ready, right, Mike?
Yep, all done, boss. Just need to give the new boys induction and we're ready to go.
Ah, yes, the new boys. Stevie?
Steve-o. Or Stevie, if you like.
Good to have you with us, mate. Now, obviously, the plan has changed and we're not working directly on the roof anymore.
You mean we're not walking on thin ice no more?
You're always on thin ice with me, Faz. But yeah, the idea is that we're going to use the tower for access instead of the roof.
Sorry, the RAMs had changed.
Well, yeah, the original plan had us working directly on the roof, but I'd intervened because, to me, the roof material was too fragile by far.
Hence the scaffold tower, for safer access, I understand. And who was in charge of that?
Mikey, he's carded for using a scaffold tower.
OK, so you had reassessed and you had a safe system of work in place?
Yeah, new risk assessment, new method statement.
Tell me about the guys on the job. Known them long?
Yeah, I mean, they're good guys. Some of them give me a bit of a hard time, but nothing I can't handle.
And what happens when we finish the section?
Well, we get to go home early for once.
Afraid not, Faz. You'll need to get Mikey to get the boys to move the tower.
All right, well, I'll be in the cafe then.
It won't take that long. We'll be in and out quick as lightning.
Sorry, mate, but even this one could have grown a beard waiting for you to put out.
Steady on, mate.
It probably just seemed like that because you move so much slower than everyone else.
Guys, can we save the hilarious banter for later? Yeah, I've got a lot to get through. I don't need any more delays or any accidents for that matter.
And you think putting Mike in charge is going to stop accidents?
Time to stop talking now, Faz. Right, so, as I was saying...
So you've got a new risk and method statement and an expert with the proper skills and experience in charge. Everything's going fine.
Right.
So no chance of an accident happening?
No.
Feels a lot higher up when you're up here.
It's not the being up high you need to worry about. It's the falling down that's the killer. Bleeding knew it. The tower's too short. How are we supposed to reach that?
So do we need to ask for an extension?
Not if you want to finish before Christmas. Nah, we'll make do.
You had the most contact with the new member of staff. How experienced did he seem?
Not very. He was just a kid, really. But he was keen to learn, so I showed him the ropes.
What sort of things?
I don't know, just what's expected of us on the job.
So, what? Good practice? Shortcuts?
Oh, no. More like how to be efficient, I suppose. Being a more experienced guy,
Why do you think the incident happened?
I don't know. But sometimes these things just happen.
You don't think accidents can be avoided?
Not entirely, no. I mean, it comes to a point when it's just the luck of the draw.
Why did you leave a new member of staff alone when you knew they were inexperienced?
Well, he wasn't that inexperienced. We talked. I'd made sure he was up to scratch. And Faz was up there with him. It's not like he was on his own.
Do you think there's a good safety culture across your team?
I think so, yeah. We look out for each other. You two almost look like pros.
Well, we can't all swan around doing site inspections, can we?
Not with your track record, you can't. You gonna let the boy down for his lunch?
Yeah, go on.
Do you want me to take that down?
Nah, go on, I've got it.
Cheers, man.
How you getting on, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Done the first section.
Great, I can get the guys to move the tower along over the lunch break.
A near miss.
Basically, yeah.
And you reported this immediately?
No, not exactly. Look, I understand the importance of having an accident book and reporting a near miss. But you have to work together after. You can't just go dobbing each other in like school kids.
So it wasn't reported?
I didn't say that.
That's nice, that.
Nice inside.
Yeah. Nice. Why would you have a piano in your kitchen?
Straight.
All right, mate.
Bit of a close one, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, sorry. My fault.
Told the governor yet?
Not yet, no.
You all right? Faz.
I'll get the teas in, shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Mate,
Look, it's easy for you to say, isn't it? You ain't on your last warning.
Kelly's not gonna throw the book at you over this, Faz. Not if you tell her straight away.
We both know why it happened. I won't do it again. Why waste everyone's time?
Well, maybe it's not as simple as that.
Of course it is.
Look, it's best she finds out from you.
Oh, what, gonna grass me up, are you?
No, of course not. But you need to do the right thing.
So why didn't work stop immediately?
What do you mean?
Following a near miss, you should have stopped all work and reassessed the situation.
I don't follow. What near miss?
Where's the...
You all right, mate? Have you told her yet?
I haven't seen her.
Don't make me have to clean up after you, yeah? Whoa! Faz. Stephen!
No. Steve-O!
You are, Kel. I've been phoning you. You okay?
Just got off the phone to the hospital. He didn't make it, Clive.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Clive, this is Laura. Laura's from corporate.
All right, that was quick. Paint's still way outside.
We need to make sure we gather all the information while it's still fresh in your mind, Mr. Webber.
I wasn't expecting to be involved.
Well, as acting manager, wouldn't you like to give your side of the story? Should we go through?
Isn't this just a open and shut case?
What do you mean?
Well, he was just doing something he shouldn't have been, wasn't he? Don't get me wrong, we all make mistakes, but that's what this was.
His mistake?
Oh, yeah.
How does health and safety work on your site, Mr. Webber?
Everybody knows the rules, the framework's laid out. Kelly makes sure all the boxes are ticked. Everyone goes home safe.
But not yesterday.
No, not yesterday. But there's only so much we can do, isn't there? We can't hold everybody's hand if they decide to do something stupid.
You think Mr. Williams decided to fall off the scaffold? Perhaps there were other factors that lead up to that point.
Like what?
Well, let's start with Miss Jones, Kelly. She's doing everything right, initially. She spotted a potential problem with the safe system of work, reassessed the risk, and made a new plan for safe work.
Like I said,
she gets it done.
But what about her team? Could things have been different if she'd spotted and dealt with a bad attitude in one of her operators?
Yeah, I've got a lot to get through. I don't need any more delays. Or any accidents, for that matter.
And you think putting Mike in charge is going to stop accidents?
What exactly is that supposed to mean, Faz?
Well, I'm just saying, whether he does it or we do it, it's not going to make a difference.
Mikey's a carded scaffolder. Do you not think that makes a difference?
Not really, it's just moving the tower.
I don't follow.
Well, there's only so much you can do to make it safe, isn't there? I mean, doing it for the sake of it just gets in the way.
Michael, do you think you can handle today with just Stevo?
Yeah.
I think Faz and I need to have a private chat.
If you don't challenge toxic attitudes, they fester and grow. Mistakes get passed on, safe attitudes are undermined, accidents happen. Perhaps if the near miss had been reported straight away, Mr. Williams would have been stopped before he could make his fatal mistake.
Come down.
Health and safety isn't about box ticking. To me, this whole incident points to a failing in safety culture. Not the mistakes of just one person, but in many ways, the people around him. People who should be supporting each other. Mr. Williams was eager to do the right thing. Perhaps if he'd been brought into a proper culture of safety, he'd still be alive now.
Well, that's your opinion.
Well, I think it could be the opinion of the HSE inspectors too.
HSE?
Yes. They could be here as early as tomorrow morning to get a written statement. I've recommended to Kelly and the others involved that they seek legal advice.
Legal advice? Hang on a minute.
This is a serious incident. Mr. Webber, a man died. You do realise you could be found personally liable?